Also, if you're looking from above, my alignment of my socket, drawing through. So what I'm concerned that this looks a little abstract and kind of I know, but what I'm concerned is I still want to get this triangle shape right here. You see, and also the the round cranium meets the square jaw, and I can refine throwing some some symmetry element in there to help to give to kind of bring everything out. So come over here again. I need the eye socket. Push out the nozzle, and from the skull, I can see the bridge of nozzle often cover part of the eyes, and especially when you have a higher bridge, your eyeball gonna sit right here, so it's gonna actually cover part of the eyeball. Tempo line. See again, here's the non eyeball. It says fills in the whole eye socket. Bottom eye socket lines out to the top. Cheekbone, swing back. 45-degree. Here, the corner of my cheekbones. Front, side. The muzzle protrudes out, flying through if we need. Always try to practice drawing things away from you and coming towards you. Trying to visualize how how would it look. It's the one important thing, you have to know where the center of center is, the mid center line is. So everything goes away from the center line. It's getting smaller, and it's gonna first of all, a couple of things. Just you're gonna get the distance. Obviously, you're gonna get smaller, and then also it's gonna turn quicker. So when you draw, for instance, when you draw, when you draw a 3/4, let's go this way. When you draw a 3/4 eyelid, which is the eyelid that's further away from us, the eyelid is going to curve much quicker than the eyelid that's closer to us. What that means is, if you look, this guy right here, here's my tear dot. I'm gonna wrap this around really quickly. Hopefully you can see this well. See how quick the eyelid wrapped. Here, if you divide eyelid into three little plane, you got one plane here, you got a second plane here. You don't even see that with the third plane, which is still the third plane. You don't really see that third plane on the other side because it's already facing the other way. Versus the eyelid here, you probably will still see 1, 2, and 3. Looks like this guy has a retreat chin. Looks like the chin can retreat back, so you had this very strong, definite curve. Some people might have protrudes out chin. You might see it more. It protrudes out like this. I like to angle this jawbone a little bit forward like this instead of making it straight. Good. So we got what, 3/4 up view. One of my favorite view is that low almost profile like view because it's more kind of very dynamic view. Again, long cranium. Drawing around the socket is going to basically think about you dig a hole of the side of this clay or this head, which is going to look like this. Looks like a little whistle, and if you're looking at it, if you think of it as a side of the tube, basically imagine you dig out a little whistle on the side of a tube, and more angle you put down is going to feel more foreshortened. It's going to feel the head's turning even more. Drawing through, sometimes you can lightly just kind of feel it a few times when you had the right rhythm, and then bam, put it down. And sometimes what I would also like to do is I like to see where my line can continue. Would my line able to continue take into somewhere else and connect to some other, other area? If I can, that's my advantage. In this case, it looks like I might can even take this out to my mouth. when things getting kind of exciting like this, or it's kind of start getting, you know, I want to make sure sometimes I get overexcited, with my drawing and stuff. Sometimes my proportions start getting out of whack. So what keep me, you know, secure, or not kind of get too carrying away. I need to start finding some straights, right? So in this case, then I need to come by to see this nozzle here. I want to make sure I'll put that front of the nozzle bone more straight. So help to kind of balance, help to kind of anchor this protrudes out mouth, because I don't want to end up like looks like a gorilla, portrait. The mouth protrudes out too much. So this kind of helped me to get a sense of how much this should come out. Eyeball will drop inside the socket right here. Temple line. Oh, I kind of explained this view earlier. This is my zygomatic arch. Again, this is where your temporalis muscle fits in. We see the back of cranium. We also see the bottom of the cranium. Again, your jaw sits right below. See how the bottom of the jaw in relationship to the back cranium. This guy just gonna sit in the back. Right here. So again, we have a little bit of the front, a lot on the side. You can get a little bit of the back too. That also has to be consistent. I have it right here. Front, here's go over to the side. I can probably force this mouth a little bit this way and just going back to the side. That also can helps too. Same as all rest of these, these skulls. So as you can see, if beside drawing the planar head, the boxy planar head that can benefit your your head drawing skill. also, if you can able to draw skull in a different, in different given perspective, that also very benefit too. So the next thing you know is why there's contour bumps over, and why why the uh why does nose cover, in this case the nose cover part of the eyeball on the other side. Why there's the shadows, right here, right at the corner of cheekbone. So it's you start all this start making sense, sense to you. And so make and the skull is easy. You just pick out. You can pick out skull from maybe an art store, and just basically you can set it in front of you and just start practicing drawing of the skull, and or you can draw from images from pictures, and just again just you practice practicing to draw them, and in multiple different views. Thank you for joining me with this lesson, and also if you wanted to have some exercise to do, it's very simple. All you need is just grab yourself either a physical skull, or you can look at the New Masters Academy to 2D reference images, and their 3D content also have a 3D-dimensional skull from different view. All those going to be very benefit for for helping you to to achieve the able to draw the skull in a different different given view. But like I said, it's a very important practice you have to do along with the planer of the head. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.